Hi, my name is Bianca and this is my YouTube channel all about cross stitch, she.bee.stitching, and welcome back. I have been gone for 2 weeks and I know I said that I was trying to film more regularly, but I really want to film this video because I have a lot of... That was my dog Nacho. So I have a lot of progress on the project that I want to finish by Halloween. I actually want to finish it before Halloween so I can have it up for display in my cubicle at work. So yeah, I have that to talk about. I've got a tiny bit of progress on 2 other projects that I've been working on, and I have a ton of patterns to share with you. So let's keep this short and sweet like all my videos usually are, and let's get started with, October is my favorite month because Halloween is my favorite day. And if you have a Five Below near you, I actually got this shirt from there. So it's like Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas 1993 down here. And camera's washing it out a little bit. It's more orangey than it is yellow, but yeah, Five Below. I randomly walked in there with my coworker after a really nice hot pot lunch and I found this there. So if you're a fan like I am, there you go. Okay, so the first project I want to talk about, I also don't have cover photos for these 2 projects because for some reason I can't find them. I don't know how, whenever I get ready to film, I can never find either like the pattern cover photo or like the actual project itself that I'm looking for. So yes, this pattern is by Sewing Starfish and it's called Memento Mori, the Day's Clock. And my goal for this month is to finish the top part, both bells. And here is where I am. Actually, I need something to put behind it, so give me another second. Okay, there we go. It's a little, oh, it's backwards. There we go. So I've pretty much finished the top block there. I just have a couple, the white highlights is what I'm missing there. And I went down and I started filling in this side again, so I only have a little bit left here. And once I'm done with this little section, the white and this foot here, I will be halfway done with the side of, I'll be done with this side of the clock. So I'm really excited about that. Again, I still haven't decided if I'm just going to do the clock on this 14 count and then maybe get a different size Aida to do the border around it, just because I don't know if it's the thread or the floss or the fabric that is whatever's shredding it and making it hard to stitch on this. But yeah, so I am fairly confident that I can finish the other bell on this side in the next 2 weeks and have the top part done by October, and then maybe start going back down to the bottom. I really want to get into the lettering around it just because I'm getting a little tired of working all these different reds. So yeah, there's my progress on that one. Next, I want to talk about my Halloween at Hawker & Hollow, and I have a thread, so give me a second while I get that out of the way. So my goal for Halloween at Hawker & Hollow this year is to finish the top row. Since it is only the first week of October, I'm fairly confident I can get that done. So last time I was on here, I think I just had the outline of the first 2 buildings done on the 4th square. So here is where I am at now. So I completely finished this building on the right, your left, my right. Everything's backwards since I'm filming front forward on my phone. So I finished this building entirely, and then I have the top part done of this one, and I'm almost finished with this one. And yeah, so that's the entire block right there. Comparatively, this block to the other ones in this row seems to be a lot less stitching. So I'm kind of putting this a little bit on the back burner as I'm trying to finish my other project because I really want to get that one done. So like I said, this block seems to have less stitching than the other ones did. So maybe I can get this knocked out in November. And if I finish this block in November, then I can use December to just get a little head start on the next block. Let me show you what this whole thing looks like all together. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, I don't know how I messed up my margin so bad. I mean, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I need to stop thinking about it because it's just going to keep bothering me. So it is what it is, and I'm not starting over. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. Really pleased with my progress on this one so far. Let me take, sorry, I'm going to drink some water. Oh, I want to this is actually Nightmare Before Christmas too. My mom actually works at Disneyland and she was able to get this cup for me because Nightmare Before Christmas is Disney. Okay, now what I really want to talk about is my progress on Halloween Ouija by the Tiny Modernist. This is what the pattern, I actually do have a cover sheet, so this is what the pattern looks like for that one. This was originally supposed to be in 3 colors, B5200, 535, and 310. I decided to change the colors for my project because I can. So yep, this is what it's supposed to be looking like. Last time I was on here, I think I had these sections and then the top done, and I think the bottom. Don't quote me on that. But I had most of the edges done, most of the edge done, of the border done. Okay, and this is, let me take it out of the Q-snap actually. So I've been working on this non-stop when I have been able to stitch this past week. And ignore my janky tape around tape borders because I've been pulling it on and off a Q-snap and a hoop to be able to work on it on the go. So here is where I am now. Let me just bring you a little bit closer. I am so excited by how much progress I've done. So I've completely finished the border. I have done all the colored accents, like the one here in the spider, and then the RIP and the tombstone, and the candelabra, candlestick, the windows. The border's completely done. So the border is completely finished. And I decided to throw a lot of etoile in here, just, you know, it's 3 colors, so etoile brings it up a notch. So the 4 corners are done in etoile. You can actually see how sparkly that is. Wow. So the 4 corners are in etoile, these 2, and then the 2 jack-o'-lanterns on the bottom. And then I went in and did etoile for like the accent and the spider here, the RIP, and then the windows in the manor I actually bordered in purple etoile, and then I did silver in the inside, so you can see the purple there. I don't know why the silver or white etoile ecru never, is it ecru? B5200 never shows up on camera, but that's fine. And then in the moth, so I did the silver, the 5200 etoile here, and then black on the border. There we go. So yeah, I can't believe how much I've been able to finish with this. Here's one more look at it. Yes, again, janky tape, but that's fine. So what do I have left? Let me bring the pattern up. So I'm mostly done with the middle. I think I still have a bit of work to do, but if I look at this and then I bring it up, most of my work is just the alphabet and the fill-in of the coffins and the roof. So alphabet up here, I started that a long time ago. So the alphabet up here, I think there's like some stars and a couple bats, and then above the house it'll be like the 1 through 10, and then I don't know if I want to fill in the roof or not. I actually like how it looks, like you can really clearly see the lattice, and I know if I fill this in, it's probably, I don't know if it's gonna be as prominent as I want it to. So I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So maybe not fill in the roof, and then finish this door and the coffins. There's a little bit of back stitching and like the skeleton here, and I think, yep, and then there's goodbye down here at the bottom, and then I'm done. So now that I'm saying it out loud, it sounds like a lot more work than I guess I thought it was, but it's fine. I managed to do the rest of the border in a few days, so I think because I'm so excited about finishing this, I'll be able to get her done. And if I finish it this week, then that puts me, I think, like the 12th of October next week. So 6 math. Yep. So if I finish it by next Monday, then I should be able to take it to my cube and, you know, it went on for the rest of the month for October. Okay, so those are the only 3 projects that I worked on the past 2 weeks. I really want to touch other stuff, and I actually really want to start some stuff. But like I said, I'm really focused on finishing this piece. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, next thing I want to talk about are patterns. So I must have blacked out, or I don't know what, because I mean, a few of these patterns are like digital patterns, so like I don't know what I knew what I was doing, but then when things started showing up at my door in my mailbox, I was just like, wow, I ordered a lot more than I thought I did, which is fine. Patterns are fun. So yeah, let's just get into it. So the first designer I want to talk about is Threadpoetic, and I actually found him on Instagram a few months ago, and I'm obsessed. So he stitches primarily like emo related patterns. He creates patterns that are based off of lyrics in emo songs. So if you are an elder emo like I am, check out his patterns. So he's Threadpoetic on Instagram, and the 2 patterns that I picked up this go around are My Only One and If You Die I Want to Die With You. So here is My Only One, and she is a traditional style tattoo. And this lyric is from a Yellow Card song, so I had to snag that. And then here is And If You Die I Want to Die With You, and this is based off of a System of a Down lyric song, which is one of my favorite bands, so I had to get it. So yeah, check them out. One thing that I do is when I print out or receive new patterns, I write down the dimensions of what my fabric is going to be and stick it on the cover sheet. This has helped me tremendously when I am trying to kit something up and I'm not double checking, triple checking my calculations because I'm in the moment and I'm not paying attention to the numbers just because I'm really excited about kitting a new project up. So doing the math or looking up the calculations on 1, 2, 3 stitch beforehand, writing it on a sticky note and putting it on the pattern has saved me so much time. So that's a tip for, I don't know, anybody out there that feels like they take too long to find their fabric that they need. So yeah, next, the next pattern that I got off Etsy is by Jenny Havoc, and if you are an OG, if you're an elder emo like I am, her last name Havoc is Danny Havoc's last name from AFI, so I had to buy this pattern from her. And it's called I'm Not Okay, which is also a song lyric of an elder emo song by My Chemical Romance. Side note, fun fact, I actually saw My Chemical Romance before they got big in like a parking lot of a Best Buy that they were building back home in Southern California. So I've been an OG My Chemical Romance fan, and I just had to. So again, everything's backwards because I'm filming on my phone. And yeah, this has a lot of back stitching in it, so I know it's gonna be worth it when it's finished. And I think I'm gonna use this little project as a segue into trying to, I guess, perfect my back stitching, because I'm not very good at it. I haven't back stitched a lot of stuff, but yeah, so with this project, I think because it's such a repetitive pattern, it'll be easier to get into the groove of it and work on my tension. So another pattern that I've got is by @stitching_. I don't remember where I think I came across this pattern on Etsy, on Instagram, and followed their link to purchase it. That's my cat Pickles. Sorry for all the interruptions today. Shh, stop, be nice. And he is I have my camera propped on his cat tree, and he just came in and is scratching the cat tree. So okay, so the pattern is called Skulls, Moths, Bats, and it's by @stitching. And this is what this pattern looks like. So the title of it is very fitting because there are skulls and bats. And yeah, I really want to get working on this. This would look really, really good above the fireplace. And I love that he did it in black and reds because that's my favorite color combination. Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 patterns. I'm currently part of the Witchy Stitcher's Patreon, and the pattern that she released last month was Live, Laugh, Lobotomy. And if you haven't seen that, this is what that looks like. This pattern is done on black Aida, but I have seen some people do it on red, and it looks so gorgeous. So I really want to do it on red, and I have a big piece of 18 count Aida in red that I really want to get this started on. So there's one more look. Again, the Witchy Stitcher. Okay, then I stumbled across I didn't stumble across it. So there is a Pickles. There are tons of groups on Facebook that do pattern destashing, and every time I see something that I want, it's already taken. I can't have my phone at work. I work in a skiff, so I work in a secure facility, so you can't have any electronics on you. And every time I come out and I see all the cool patterns that I missed in the destash, I get like really frustrated. But it was my day to finally score a pattern that I've been wanting on my wish list for a really long time. And this is by, sorry about all the noise. This is by Heartstring Samplery, and it is called the Scary Sampler. So if you have not seen this, you must have been living under a rock, because this is amazing. So this entire pattern has like a bunch of Easter eggs in it. So the flowers in the border are from like Stranger Things. The seahorse on the headstone, let's see, here, is from Fringe, which is also a really creepy show if you haven't seen that one. And I know the Weeping Angel, let's see, back here, that's from Doctor Who, which I'm not a fan of, but I have seen this, like the, what is it, the angel in the, I know it's from like an episode called Blink or something like that. But yeah, so I'm super excited to get into this. Oh, on the back of the pattern, actually, she has like a whole explanation of like what each thing is from and how to find the quote, the references to the quote. So super excited for this. Finally have taken this off of my wish list. And I'm really excited to, oh, so this is from Sweet Country Gifts. So she's the one that posted it on there. And here, again, here's a sticky note with the dimensions that I would need for my fabric to get started on this. Okay. The next website that I was on was Sassy Jack Stitchery, and I have no idea how I came upon this. I don't know how I found her. I must have Googled like a pattern or something, and her website as a store came up. So I clicked on her thing, and she had a bunch of patterns on sale that I've been wanting also for a little bit. So let's go with the non-Halloween stuff first. So this pattern is called, actually there's four different patterns, and it's called Let Me Not Forget, and it's by Lindy Stitches. So this is what it looks like. And I will read these to you because everything is backwards. So the one on top says, Right injuries and dust, benefits and marble. The one over here says, Wish not so much to live, long as to live well. And then this one has like St. Bernard on here. And it says, There are 3 faithful friends, an old wife, an old dog, and ready money. And then the bottom one has 2 birds here. This really, really pretty border. And this one says, A right heart exceeds all. So I really want to break. I think I'm going to start with this one on the top. I really like how it's like a long pattern, and I don't have one of those up yet. Okay, so that's that. And then if you saw my video a couple videos ago, I had hauled Rosewood Manor patterns, and I got another one. So this one is called Something Blue, and this is like a legit sampler. Like all it is an alphabet. And here we go. Love this. I really like how a lot of traditional samplers have like delicate, the amount of stitching is the same, like they're all X's, cross stitch is cross stitch, but the way that the pattern is designed, it makes it look so delicate, like lace. And yeah, I really wanted this for a little while. So like, look at this motif here. That is really gorgeous. So super excited. And if you haven't ever bought a Rosewood Manor pattern, they come in like a booklet, and she always does like a free, like an extra pattern on top of what the original pattern is. So this is what the extras that you get in it. It just says welcome. You have a whole bunch of other motifs that you could potentially create your own little pattern from. So yeah, really excited for that one. And then I got 3 more Halloween patterns, and 2 more are from Rosewood Manor. So she has a little series for Halloween, and it's called it's like something on a pumpkin. So I think there's like 5 different ones. There's like bats on a pumpkin, etc. So I got toads on a pumpkin and treats on a pumpkin. So this is toads. So here's like the pumpkin out, and then it says ribbit on here. And this, I don't know. The toads remind me of Harry Potter, like the chocolate toads. And I thought it was really fun. So I grabbed this one. And then I grabbed treats on a pumpkin. And you can't really see, but it's like the pumpkin, and then, what does it say? Trick or treat. It's the pattern model is like a drum, so you can't really see the entire pattern. I wish I could open this up and show it to you, like laid out. But there's no, like the booklet is just a pattern inside. So it says trick or treat on top, and then all kinds of Halloween goodies here. So yeah, I don't know if I want to stitch all of these. Goal if I would want to stitch all of them, but I chose treats and toads on a pumpkin because these were my two favorite ones. I'm probably gonna go back and maybe like choose another one because 3 is my favorite number. So to have 3 out of like I think 5 would be really fun. Okay, and the last pattern is called Western Witch by Barrick. There are a bunch of Barrick patterns that I've been wanting and seeing people stitch up, but this is my first one, so why not be a Halloween one? And again, it's called Western Witch, and this is what it looks like. Let me get up close. So it's a witch on a horse, and down here it says turn back now, and then a little horseshoe and bats, and then let me read you what the gravestones say: Billy the Kid, Cool Hand Luke, and R.I.P. So I just thought it was hilarious because witches ride broomsticks and this one's riding a horse. Yeah. And that is the last pattern that I received this month. I want to get started on a lot of these. So I've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed by all the projects that I want to start and haven't started because I don't know if I want to be one of those people that has a whole bunch of whips at a time, because I really like having finishes. I know that there's a lot of people that are in one group or the other. You're in it for the process or you're in it for the finish. I haven't quite decided what type of person I am yet, and I'm starting to feel overwhelmed by how many patterns I have. So maybe next year, I don't know if you're already thinking about your projects that you want to work on next year, but I am. Maybe next year I will work some kind of system on how I'm going to start projects so all my patterns are not languishing and making me feel sad just seeing them in their binders. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought about that. What are your plans for next year? I know it's early, but I'm somebody that likes to start planning like ahead. Like I already have people's Christmas gifts. I don't even like Christmas that much, but I already have people's gifts because I just don't want to be surprised and I don't want to be rushed and I want to be ready. So yeah, I don't know. It's also weird because I've had a couple people ask me like, oh, you're stitching Halloween. It's March. Yeah, I stitch Halloween all year round because it takes me so long to finish projects, and it would be nice to have Halloween finished by Halloween. So I don't know. I do have a couple Christmas stitches that I have to finish because I'm working on an ornament for our cross stitch group exchange. I have a big head start on that, so I'm almost finished. And then if you can hear my dog snoring, sorry about that. He snores like a grown man sometimes. So yeah, I have a couple Christmas things finished, and then now that I'm getting more into like the old school like samplers, like the Rosewood Manor pattern that I'm working on now, since I'm starting to get into those types of patterns, I have been buying like a lot more than I thought I had. I have a lot more than I thought I had. So anywho, this video is like 30 minutes long, which is way longer than I usually talk for. So it's been a long day and I still have more stuff to do. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you are getting lots of spooky stitching in. Oh, I am part of the Witchy Stitchers like Facebook group, and someone on there had organized a Halloween card exchange, and I have a couple extra cards. So if you want a Halloween card from me, go ahead and message me your address and I'll be able to get that in the mail for you before Halloween. I'm really pleased with the postcards that I was able to get this year, or that I have this year to send out. So they're super cute. And yeah, I hope you are getting lots of stitching in and staying safe. See you next time. Bye.